me, Megs, and I am back for a kind of like a makeup product video. I haven't done a kind of like a product video about makeup in a really long time. So I wanted to get on here and talk about this new product that I got in the mail, girl, from ColourPop, and it is their new brow pencils. They just launched or are about to launch some brow pencils, girl, and this is the pack that I got here. It has an array of colors. Of course, all of these colors aren't going to work well for my complexion because I am a chocolate girl. So I'm going to talk about the colors that I'm going to be playing with and the colors that I played with today. I did use the brow pencil on my brows today, and I must say I really like the outcome and how they look. But I will say the consistency is a bit different. But the color that I used today is the, girl, what's this? I can't see. I cannot see today. I used Bangin' Brunette today, and if you're not aware of like how this eyebrow thing works, as far as me personally, how I do my eyebrows, some people like to have their eyebrows look a particular way. Some people, you know, do what they want to do. To each his own, but I always use a brown colored pencil. I don't use black. There is a black color in here, and I'll go over all the colors that are within the line, but there is a black color in here. And some people may say like, well, your eyebrow hairs look black, why aren't you using a black pencil? Because it's going to be way, way too harsh. So what I noticed with this, I used the Bangin' Brunette, and it was a nice kind of brown chocolate color because I don't like my eyebrows really, really strong. I mean, I like them defined and strong, you know, as you can see I use it today, but I don't want it to be like, ooh, you look like a Cookie Monster. So brow just complements the skin, no matter how dark you are, just complements the skin better. But I will say the consistency of this felt kind of oily on me. I don't know if it's just me, but it felt oily a little bit, which was also kind of like, in a way, a good thing and a bad thing, because I was able to blend out the color really, really nice versus being like really dry and chalky like other brow pencils. The pencil itself is really, really thin. It doesn't, when I first used it, it doesn't come in like, you know how some brow pencils have an angled or a pointed tip. This was a flat tip, so I had to use like the corner of it to get it started, to get it to this kind of pointed look now. I really like that the pencil is thin. It just allows me to sketch in, you know, really nicely. It's really thin, and I really like that it has the brush on the other side. But what I did notice with this pencil, it's a retractable pencil, but you can't tract it back. So you can push up, but you can't push back down like some other pencils. So I did notice that. But as far as the color payoff, I noticed that it was really, really pigmented. I didn't need to put a lot on my brows because at first I was a little heavy-handed. I was like, ooh, this is really, really dark. You know, this is like dark on my eyebrows, girl. But and then when I went ahead, I started to use the little spoolie on the other side, and I really kind of like had to blend it out. So I will say a little bit of this goes a very, very long way. It goes a long way. Like, you don't need a lot of this. So the other colors in here, you know, they come from, you know, colors for blondes, brunettes, redheads, and things. What's also a really big plus is that everything from ColourPop is fairly, very, very, extremely affordable. And the quality of the product that you're getting for the price point is amazing. So I was really, really pleased with the way my eyebrows turned out. And what I'm going to do too is show you guys up close and personal what each color looks like and the names and the swatches. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So this first color is obviously Blondie. I'm not blonde and I'm not fair skinned, so I probably really won't be using that too much. That is what Blondie looks like. And then this one is Honey Blonde. And I'm gonna swatch it. So that's Honey Blonde. Hopefully you can see it. one is Dope Taupe. So that's that. Okay, this is Arch Auburn, which I think I'll be able to use when I'm blonde or when I'm brown as far as my wigs go. And I will say you have to be really gentle when using these pencils because they kind of have the ability to want to break a little bit if you're heavy-handed. So that is the Arch Auburn. I think if I were to use this, I would have to use a brow powder to go with it, because this is a little bit on the kind of like the red side, which will work if you have red hair or whatever, or depending on your skin tone too. And this is Redhead. Ooh. And as you can see, like the top is kind of like square. So this is Redhead. Let's see what this looks like. I think I actually might see myself maybe using this more when I have, you know, burgundy hair or brown, something that kind of has this kind of undertone to it where it's kind of red. So I think this is really, really pretty. I can see myself using this and it'll look right. Now that I looked at Arch Auburn, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know. I just have to play around with it. But this is Redhead. This is Bangin' Brunette. This is what I used on my brow. So I don't think I really need to swatch it, but I'll swatch it again anyway. That's Bangin' Brunette. It's really, really dark, as you can see. Like, this is super, super dark. This one is Black and Brown. And I can see myself using Black and Brown instead of Bangin' Brunette. This also kind of looks a little lighter than Bangin' Brunette, which is interesting. So I might be kind of going back and forth between Bangin' Brunette and Black Brown. So that's that. And this one is Jet Set Black, which I probably won't really use too much because it might be a little dark, like a little too dark, once I actually put it on my skin. Let's see. And that's Jet Set Black. I mean, I could work with it if that's like, if I couldn't find all my other brow pencils, I could actually work with this. I just can't go like super heavy-handed with it here. But overall, my experience with these pencils, I have a good experience. I really like the color payoff. You know, it is a bit much if you go heavy-handed with them on your brows, but the good thing is that they're really, in a way, kind of like creamy, kind of. It's hard to describe how it feels. They go on really smooth. They glide on really smooth. It's not like a chalky feel with some brow pencils that you get where you're like, oh my goodness, I have to put on more and more and more. I only needed a little bit after I figured that I had too much on my brows, and then I was able to blend out really, really nicely. So I'm gonna continue using this. I really like the way my eyebrows turned out. I feel like they have a kind of natural hue. I actually didn't even have to put powder on top of my eyebrows, like, you know, like I normally do. Like I normally use a brow pencil and then put a powder on top, like a colored brow powder on top to kind of set it. But I didn't have to do that. I just kind of set my eyebrows with my Cojindo translucent powder, and this is how they look. I like it. So yeah, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to let me know and I will try to answer that for you guys. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.